right, my friends, well, let's get reading. So we've been learning that when you see an O in a word, in order to determine if it's going to make its long sound or its short sound, you have to look at the next two letters. If either one of them is another vowel, the O that you're on will make its long sound. If both of them are consonants, it'll make its short sound. You've learned that sometimes you're going to see that OA, like we were just talking about, with that A being the companion vowel for that O to make its long sound. So like if you had a word, if you had the word bought and you wanted that O to say O, you could technically use a silent E, and you will see a consonant O, consonant final silent E at the end of a few short words, but typically that O, consonant final silent E is reserved for the end of multisyllable words. So we learned on Monday that OA, A is that second vowel of choice for short words, usually in the beginning and middle. But O, consonant final silent E, is going to be the companion vowel of choice for the end of multisyllable words in most instances. And that's what we're going to examine today. So let me share my screen. Here we are. So let's try these, shall we? Let me just move you so I can see you. All right, so marking our first O, we see that this is going to make its short sound because there are two P's after it. We see that this O is going to make its long sound because there is another vowel in the next one or two spots. E's at the end say nothing, usually. Let me talk about that for just a second. Sometimes you're going to see E's at the end that say something, but it's rare. Usually it's going to be at the end of a short word like me, she, he. Sometimes you'll see E at the end making its long sound in a multisyllable word, but that's even more rare, like in maybe. And sometimes you'll see it when it's part of a double E vowel team, like in tree or three. But usually, E at the end is silent. So if we have D, A, P, O, N, blending those sounds together, we have dapone. Dapone, right? What would that word have said with only one P? Now that now that O can no longer say its short sound if there's only one P. It would have to say O, and that would be dopone. Dopone, right? Your word. Try your word on your own without me. All right. Okay, so this first O is going to make its short sound and say ah because there are two consonants after it. This O does not have two consonants after it, so it can't say its short sound. It will make its long sound to say O because of that silent E that's two doors away. The silent E itself says nothing. So we have T, A, P, O, T. Tapote. Tapote. Now let's talk a little bit about vibrating versus quiet sounds, or another way to put it is voiced and voiceless. The only sounds that you hear vocal cords being used in this word are these two O's. Those are the only time that your vocal cords are actually being used. In this one, you're not hearing at all. So those two T's and the P's are voiceless. There's no vibration happening. It's just T and P. So those are just puffs of air. So the only sound carrying that word are those vowel sounds. Tapote. So it's just a good thing to know about voiced and voiceless sounds so that you know that you are sounding the word out correctly. Because if you think that the sound of T is T or the sound of P is P, that's incorrect. That has an at the end. Its vocal cords are used. There's no sound coming out at all with voiceless letters like T or P or S or F. Okay? So it's important when you're blending sounds and sounding out words that no extra sounds come in, that you know those really pure, clean sounds of the letters. All right, number 2. By the way, what would number 1 have said with only one P? Now it would have to say toepote, toepote. Good. Number 2, over here, we have a short O because there are 2 consonants after it. We have a long O because there's a vowel 1 or 2 doors away. And we have a silent letter. So our sounds are T, Ah, N, D, O, T. Blending those sounds together. Tur, Tra, Tron, Trond, Trondo, Trondote. Now when you're articulating those sounds, pay special attention to this TR and don't let it turn into a CHR. Okay? So instead of Trondote, really force the sound out on that T. Trondote. Trondote. Go ahead and try your number 2 over here. That's right. It's a vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, Blair. So you could split it right there. Same with this one. If you see a word with a vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, you can divide it right between those 2 consonants and maintain the integrity of the vowel sounds because the vowel sound depends upon the syllable that it's in. Thank you for reminding us of that. Okay. So for this word, I almost just read it, we have that short O saying ah because of the 2 consonants after it. We have this O saying O because there's a vowel 1 or 2 doors down. And we have a silent E. So our sounds are P, Ah, N, D, O, P. Prondope. Make sure an R sound doesn't slip in after the D. It's not prondrope, it's not pondrope. Make sure the R is where it belongs right there. Prondope. Prondope. So out of number 1 and 2, toepote and prondope, how many of those did you get on your own without me? Thank you. Okay, good to know. I'm going to set you loose on number 3, this first one, on your own. Go for it. All right, so this first O says ah because of those 2 S's. This O says O because of that silent E. There's always a because. You don't have to wonder or guess. So our sounds are P, L, Ah, S, O, N. 6 sounds. Plossone. Plossone. How'd you do on that one? Yes or almost? Y or A? On plossone. Okay? I have a feeling you're ready for some harder ones, huh? Let's try this number 4 over here before we go down to the extra practice. I'll let you mark it on your own. Make sure you're making this CH sound a really fast sound. It is not continuous. Okay, so this O says ah because of those 2 N's. This O says O because of that E. The E says nothing. So we have ch, ah, n, O, d. Chawnode. Chawnode. How'd you do on that one? Y or A? Okay, thank you. All right, let's hop on down to the extra practice. Maybe we can get a little bit of a challenge going on here for you. So any requests? Did not get the pronunciation on that one. Cha-node. Okay, let's keep practicing. Any requests for numbers 1 through 10 on the extra practice? 9? You got it, Daryl. Okay, so go ahead and mark it on your own. I'm going to let you read number 9 on your own. Okay. So we have this first O saying it's long sound because there's a vowel 1 or 2 doors down. We have this O saying it's short sound because there are 2 consonants after it. We have this O making its long sound because there is a silent E in 2 spots over. That E says nothing. So our sounds are L, O, T, A, N, D, R, O, M. One sound at a time. Low, loat. Looks like lot, but we have to follow the patterns. Lota, loton, lotond, lotonder, lotondro, lotondrome, lotondrome. How'd you do on lotondrome? Y or A? Yes or almost? For lotondrome. How'd you do on lotondrome? That's a lot of Y's. Wow. Nice, my friends. Yes, but it was hard. That's beautiful. That's like lifting heavy weights right there, and you did it. Well done. Okay, we have a request for number 4. Try number 4, everybody. You've got this. All right, so we have that SH making that continuous sh sound. This O says O because there is a vowel there or there. This O says ah because of those 2 B's. This O says O because of that E. So our sounds are sh, o, t, ah, b, o, t. One sound at a time. Show, shoat. Looks like shot, but we have to follow the patterns. Show-ta, show-tab, show-tabo, show-taboat. Show-taboat. Kind of a fun word to say, but not too easy to read. How'd you do on show-taboat? Y or A? Yes or almost? Show-taboat. Show-taboat. Wow, nice. Yeah, you wanted the work done to show on number 9, so we had this, 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 and this. There you go. All right, any other requests? Number 10, you got it. Everybody try number 10. What do you think? Number 10. And sure, we can do number 8 after, Francine. Number 10 is what we're working on right now. So we know that this O is going to say ah because there are 2 consonants after it. This O doesn't have 2 consonants after it, so it will say O. The E says nothing. So we have ah, n, s, p, o, t. Onspote. Onspote. Kind of an unusual sounding word, isn't it? Onspote. How'd you do on that one, please? Y or A for onspote? Okay, beautiful. All right. Okay, we have a request for number 8. try it. Really articulate, my friends, the TR. Spit out that T. Okay, so our sounds are, this O says ah. We can tell because there's not only 2 consonants after it, there's 4 consonants after it. This O says O because there is a silent T 2 doors down. The E says nothing. Our sounds are S, L, A, S, T, O, T. Blending those sounds together, we have slostrote. Make sure you get that T sound right here, not let it change into a CH. Slostrote. Slostrote. That's a really good word to practice really clear enunciation. Really focus on saying every single sound as it was intended, because your mouth has to wrap around a whole bunch of different, completely different mouth-shaped sounds from one to the next, which really forces you to say it as clearly as possible, or else it's just going to sound kind of lazy. If it was lazy sounding, it would sound like slostrote, slostrote. But if you're really careful and articulate each sound, it could sound like slostrote, slostrote. Okay? All right, I have time for one more. Any requests? Any other requests? All right, how about, let me look at the next hardest one here. Okay, number 7, you got it. Try number 7, my friends. Yeah, I heard you say it correctly, even through all of the states and countries that you might be in. I just got good vibes that you're reading this one correctly. All right, so this O says ah because of those 2 consonants, 3 actually. This O says O because of that silent E, which says nothing. Our sounds are P, R, A, N, S, T, O, T. Pronstote. 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 How'd you do on pronstote? I heard you specifically, Blair. Make sure when you read this word that you get that N. How'd you do on pronstote? Good. Beautiful. Well done. Hopefully you felt that that was time well spent. It seemed like it was, because it seemed like as you were giving me your feedback on whether you got it or how you're doing on the phonemic awareness, you seem to be picking it up. And I give you the hardest words I can think of. I really do. And these are nonsense words, so I can make them as hard as I want, and I make them hard. I mean, tropodote and blapondobe. Come on, you can spell words that nobody else has even heard or thought of before. Read, especially if you're in my reading class. So hopefully you feel good about that progress that you're making, because I see it on my end. Have a wonderful rest of your night, my friends, and a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Bye, everybody.